This is cell assembly or reassembly after you get done cleaning or servicing your cell. You can see that there's two 2x4s down there. And this is for the purpose of putting the acrylic down so you don't have to monkey with the hose barb. Put one washer on each of the 3-inch tap bolts. Take one piece of your acrylic, slide the bolts through them. Put a piece of aluminum on the bottom. Slide your tap bolts through. Hold your bolts together, flip it over. Slide the aluminum up to the bottom of the 2x4s. You can see that the hose barb went down between the 2x4s. This makes assembly easy. It won't be rocking around on you. Try to clean it off as much as you can. Put one nut. This will be one of the nuts that hold the positive plate in the middle. Put a washer down on the other side. This keeps your negative plate from touching the acrylic. Put an O-ring down. Make sure that it's centered. Start with your first power plate, which will be a negative. Another nut that will hold your negative plate against the outside.
2 nuts.
You can actually put 2 nuts on because there's nothing going to be blocking it from coming all the way back up to your other negative plate on the other outside. Put another O-ring, a neutral plate, O-ring, neutral number 2, O-ring, neutral number 3, O-ring, neutral number 4. And put your O-ring, the center power plate, which is a positive or a ground. Put a nut on. Put it all the way down. O-ring. Neutral. O-ring. Neutral. O-ring. The third neutral. O-ring. Fourth neutral plate. O-ring. And then your last power plate. Put a washer on it. O-ring. Place your acrylic back on it. Clean it off a little bit. Put your washers on the top, your aluminum piece on the bottom with washers. Put your lock nuts on. Put a little bit of pressure on it so you can hand tighten the lock nuts down. Stand the cell up. Make sure your plates are low enough. You can readjust your plates so you can move your inner nuts around. You want to make sure your plates are clear of your nuts. And then begin tightening your lock nuts down evenly. Once you're done about halfway, you'll need to move your nuts down because the plates are compressing. Continue tightening your nuts down. You want to check and you want to tighten it down to approximately 4.8 centimeters, which is 48 millimeters. And remember to tighten the bolts down evenly.
I can't see in this light.
Check all four sides. Once everything is compressed to the same measurement, tighten up the inner nuts onto your power plates. Make sure they're snug. Once your bolts are tightened, be sure to make sure none of them are touching the nuts that you've just tightened down. If there's any plates that are kind of close together, you can use a flat screwdriver to kind of bend the plates around to evenly space them.